Hey there, welcome to another movie review. And this time I'm going to review a movie called Django, or the Django. D-J-A-N-G-O it's spelled. Now this is a movie from 1966. It stars Franco Nero as Django, Jose Badalo as General Hugo Rodriguez, Loredana Nasiak. Hang on, I'll get some more names. Angel Alvarez as Nathaniel the bartender, Gino Pernice or whatever as brother Jonathan, Simon Arriaga as Miguel, and Eduardo Fajardo as Major Jackson, and some other actors and actresses in this movie too. Now this movie is my favourite Western movie because it just is. It's got a good pace to it, it's never boring, it's got a high body count. I just love this movie, I really do. I watched it the other day and I loved it. I really did. It's got 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb. It should be higher, I reckon, because 7.3 is way too low. 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's pretty good. The plot of the movie is Sergio Kabuki's Gino spaghetti western is set on the USA-Mexican border just after the Civil War. Django and ex-Union soldier wreaks bloody havoc on the Ku Klux Klan. So that's what the movie's about, basically. I'll see what the budget is. Now, it doesn't really say a budget, but it wouldn't cost much, I reckon. It would have been a little bit, I reckon. The box office made about 1.026 billion pounds. I think it's pounds in Italy. I don't know what the currency is, but yeah, whatever. It'd be about $1.26 billion or something. Now the movie has about 31 or so unofficial sequels. How many is it? It's got an official sequel called Django Strikes Again, which was released in 1987, with Nero reprising his role as the title character. I didn't know there was a sequel, but I did know of unofficial sequels. I read somewhere that it was 31 unofficial sequels or so that was released after this movie. Critics didn't really like it, I think, when it was released at first because the movie was too violent, which it was, but that's what I love about the movie. All these actors and actresses gave a really great performance, I reckon. There was nothing wrong with their performances. And I preferred this movie over Clint Eastwood's. I might get a lot of hatred for this, but I think that this movie is better than Clint Eastwood's Western movies. I really do. Because it's got a bigger body count, and I prefer this actor more than Clint Eastwood, Frank Nero as a badass. I still like, now don't get me wrong, I still like Clint Eastwood as an actor and as a badass action star, but I just prefer Frank Nero over him. So, yeah. The movie was released on, I think it's April the 6th, 1966. The movie was made in Italy, so Italy and Spain. So it's not a Hollywood movie. And the movie I watched was in English dub. So I watched it in an English dub, and I could understand what they were saying. I didn't read any subtitles, thank goodness. So that's my review of Django, and there is another movie called Django Unchained, which was released in 2012, but I've never seen that movie. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it, and I don't know if it's a remake of this movie. Okay, guys, I love this movie to death, as I said. It's my favorite Western movie and one of my favorite action movies. It can be classed as an action movie as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all later.